Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I'm your host, Ilham Məmmədov. Now, first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. On October 16th, President İlham visited Füzuli district. President İlham participated in an opening of the new Baku-Quba Russian Federation state border toll road. On October 16th, President İlham visited Füzuli district. The head of state attended a groundbreaking ceremony for Juvarlı village of Füzuli district. Special representative of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan in the liberated territories of the Karabakh Economic Region, Emin Hüseynov, highlighted the works to be done in the village. The total projected area of the village of Juvarlı is 115 hectares. A total of 291 private houses and 2 four-story 21 residential buildings will be built here for the relocation of 1,697 people. The first phase will see the construction of 129 private houses for 129 families. The facilities in the village will include an administrative building, flag square, cafe, restaurant, ceremonial hall, bakery, pharmacy, sports club, family health center, 312-seat secondary school, 50-seat kindergarten, community club, library, bazaar, and a guest house. President İlham laid a foundation stone for the village of Juvarlı. The master plan of Koçahmedli village of Füzuli district is designed for 1,364 people. It is envisaged to construct 314 individual houses in the village. At the initial stage, it is planned to resettle 204 families and 710 people. At the same time, according to the master plan, the village will have an administrative building, flag square, 264-seat secondary school, 25-seat kindergarten, sports playground, family health center, catering facilities, community club, and sports health center. It was reported that the employment of people will be provided for. The village is designed in the modern style by preserving historical traditions. In order to save on energy costs, the use of alternative energy is envisaged. The sport complex located in the city of Füzuli will be built by Azerbaijani and British companies. construction is scheduled to take place between 2024 and 2026. The venue will feature a 200-seat grandstand for basketball, volleyball, handball, badminton, and mini-football training, as well as a universal hall where different contests could be held, swimming pool, wrestling area, judo area, boxing arena, karate rooms, and gyms. According to the master plan, the building will include administrative rooms, rooms for judges, doctors, commentators, coaches, and other technical and auxiliary facilities. The complex will also feature mini football and outdoor sport pitches. The second residential complex will consist of two plots located in a multifunctional zone. The complex consists of 653 apartments and is designed for a population of 2,288 people. The residential area will have a recreation area, bicycle parking area, non-residential areas, and overground car parking. The buildings will be supplied with permanent water, electricity, and high-speed internet. Heating and hot water will be provided by central boiler system. Natural materials with thermal capacity will be used in the construction of the buildings. .41 ha of land has been allocated for the construction of a 240-seat kindergarten in Fizuli City. The building will have 12 group rooms for 20 kids, a kitchen block, a swimming pool, an assembly hall, gym, a music and dance hall, a children's playground, and so on. There will also be playgrounds in the area. The third residential complex to be built in Fizuli City consists of two areas located in a multifunctional zone. 863 apartments will be built in the complex, which will provide accommodation for 3,022 citizens. In addition, a recreational area, bicycle parking, non-residential areas, overground parking will be built in the residential area. The infrastructure projects also include the construction of various administrative buildings. The area of the administrative center of Füzuli city is planned to be 12.39 ha, and the area of the administrative building is 4.41 ha. The administrative building will have 5 floors. The area is also planned to include a parade square and a On October 17th, President İlham Aliyev met with residents who moved to the city of Füzuli and members of the general public of the district on the Füzuli City Day.
Təbrik edirik cənab. Var olasınız. Allah'a şükür ki Füzuli'də də görüşebildik.
Necə də gözəl bir gündür.
Noting that today is a significant day, the head of state recalled that during the occupation he repeatedly said at the meetings with residents of Füzuli and former internally displaced persons from other areas that the day would come when they would say welcome, greeting him, and today this day came. Stressing that today is a holiday in Füzuli, the city day, and the 3rd anniversary of the liberation of the city of Füzuli from the occupation, President İlham Aliyev congratulated all Füzuli residents on the significant events and wished them good health, a comfortable, prosperous life in their native Füzuli. The head of state expressed satisfaction that the younger generation of Füzuli decided to come to their native land, emphasizing that this is a truly great event showing the greatness of our people. This shows that we are people attached to our native land, said President İlham Aliyev. Stressing that all our cities will be like Füzuli because our first urban development project is being implemented here, the head of state noted that although the Laçın residents returned to their native land somewhat earlier than the Füzuli residents, but since the Armenians carried out illegal settlement in the city of Laçın, some of the buildings remained there, and we only restored these houses, creating the most excellent conditions. Thus, the preservation of the former urban landscape of Laçın was ensured. Here, the city is being completely rebuilt, emphasized President İlham Aliyev. Noting that the projects being implemented today both in Füzuli and our other cities and villages establish new rules for the principles of urban planning on a global scale, and this is also noted by many international experts, the head of state emphasized that the National Urban Planning Forum was held twice in Azerbaijan, in Ağdam and Zengilan, and all our projects were presented there. International organizations appreciate this very highly because excellent living conditions have really been created here. Everything has been respected. The internal infrastructure of buildings, the internal design of apartments, the principle of number of stories and the distance between buildings, that is all the infrastructure, all the conditions for a comfortable life, said President İlham Aliyev. Füzuli is now being completely rebuilt. Recalling that yesterday the foundations of several important facilities, 2 villages, a kindergarten, a sport complex, new residential areas and an administrative center were laid and the number of people living here will naturally increase, the head of state said that the day before he was informed about the placement of more than 800 people. By the end of the year, about 2,000 people will live here. As a result of the implementation of the first stage of the Great Return program, 22,000 people will live in Füzuli district at the end of 2026, added President İlham Aliyev. The head of state also dwelt on the dire consequences of the Armenian occupation. Using the example of Füzuli, the whole world, even those who do not want to see it, must see what the atrocity of the Armenian is, said President İlham Aliyev, expressing regret that when we have been trying for many years to convey to the world community the truth about our Karabakh pain, some did not believe it, and there were those who did not want to believe it. We didn't have enough evidence on hand. We knew that everything was destroyed, but to such an extent, we could not even imagine, because at that time, the occupying state did not allow anyone to visit this region. It was prohibited, the head of state said, adding that in this case, every person who came here would see what the atrocities of the Armenians are. Its manifestations are visible everywhere, said President İlham Aliyev. Regarding the implementation of the first stage of the Great Return program, the head of state said that at the end of 2026, a total of 140,000 people will live in Karabakh and Eastern Zengezur, adding that this is the minimum figure. I'm confident that even more people will settle because firstly, we have the capabilities, we have the will. The Great Return Program has been adopted. It has been successfully implemented. It has been exceeded, and the main fact is that our former settlers are eagerly waiting for these days, said the President of Azerbaijan. Dwelling on the availability of employment opportunities in the city, the head of state noted that citizens who are and will be resettled in villages will be employed in traditional industries, and the state, for its part, will help them. A self-employment program will be implemented to make life here vibrant, expressing confidence that after a certain time, Karabakh will become a stimulating force in the economy of Azerbaijan, President Ilham Aliyev said. The rise of our economy from here will be a great contribution to overall development. Expressing respect for the memory of the martyrs, the head of state said, "Today, celebrating this holiday, we all naturally once again express our deep respect for the memory of our dear martyrs. 2 days ago, addressing the people on the main central square of Khankendi, I said that we owe to them for this day. This is true." President of Azerbaijan emphasized that no matter how strong the state is, no matter how armed it is, no matter how correctly the military operations are planned, victory is won by the soldiers, the officers. They are the ones who raise the flag. Their heroism should never be erased and will not be erased from our memory, the head of state said, emphasizing that every martyr is irreplaceable. Dwelling on the operations during the Second Karabakh War, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that they were planned so that losses were minimized. We must always be indebted to the martyrs. The younger generation must always be brought up in the spirit, the head of state emphasized. Their heroism is unforgettable. The victory won in such a difficult geographical area is unprecedented, said President Ilham Aliyev. No matter which direction you go from here, you can say that on every hill there were their posts, combat points, several lines of defense, barbed wire and mines. Breaking through this, going forward under fire, required enormous courage. This may not have happened in world military history, and if it was, then let them tell us where. The Azerbaijani people showed this, said President Ilham Aliyev.
Təbrik edirəm. Can sağlığı, uşaqlara yaxşı baxın, yetişdirin. Vətənpərvər olsunlar, vətənə bağlı olsunlar. Bizim qəhrəmanlar kimi şöhrətimizi göylərə qaldırır. Sağ olun.
Allah sizi var eləsin.
Allah sizi korusun.
Allah sizi korusun. Allah sizi var eləsin.
Kəndlərə gedəcəyik.
Allah korusun.
Then the head of state talked with the participants of the event. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary at Bureau of European and Eurasian Affairs, Joshua Huck.
The sides exchanged views on ensuring peace and stability in the region and the process of normalization of relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev reaffirmed Azerbaijan's intention regarding the regional peace agenda, normalization of relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan, the continuation of negotiations on the peace treaty and its signing soon. They also exchanged views on other issues of mutual interest.
President Ilham Aliyev participated in an opening of the new Baku-Gubat-Russian Federation state border toll road.
The construction of the new Baku-Gubat state border with the Russian Federation highway, which is an integral part of North-South International Transport Corridor, starting from Tagiev settlement, has been completed. Salih Məmmədov, chairman of the board of the Azərbaycan Avtomobil Yolları State Agency, informed President Ilham Aliyev that the newly constructed 150-kilometer highway has 40 overpasses and bridges, 52 underpasses, 6 payment and cargo control points, and features 2,047 road sign and information board. The total length of the new highway is 150 km and distance from Baku to the Samur border crossing point is 195 km, which means a reduction of the existing road by 13 km. In total, 6 payment points and parking lots for vehicles were built. It should be noted that the installation of the payment system is carried out in accordance with the international standards, with modern technical equipment and international software. The new highway will further improve road traffic services and contribute to the development of tourism and the creation of new job places. It was reported that since the toll road fare had been newly determined, these tariffs are currently being integrated into the payment system. After the integration is completed, the software of the payment system will be tested. After the tests are completed, the road will be open for public use. The above-mentioned works are expected to be completed within a short period of time. It should be noted that the use of the toll roads will be possible with cards equipped with a special microchip. These cards will be available for purchase at the entrances and exits of toll roads and in the near future in the cities and regions. There will be 2 types of cards. Those who use the road regularly will be able to get a permanent card, while drivers who use the road occasionally will be able to get temporary or disposable cards. The toll road system allows drivers to use normal and non-stop passing lanes while entering the highway. The toll road system equipped with modern equipment is preferred by users in terms of convenience, reliability and time saving. Electronic payments, mobile applications and automatic payments reduce the need for drivers to go off the road and approach a payment terminal or pay in cash. Automatic payments or mobile payments with the QR codes will be available in the future as well. It should be noted that the length of the alternative highway is 142 kilometers.
That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.